and welcome back to some more Old World as we continue here. Going through, we're doing things. We're trying to make things better. It's a bit of a challenge. Um with how Egypt is going. We've got good lines. I mean, this was a normal game. We would have set up a peace with Egypt. We've got a great mountain range between us. I just would have fortified the defensive zones and been like, you know what? You can try, but you know, there's a fortified range. I don't think you're going to get through. I would have left it at that. Come on, there we go. End year. I'm a little worried how this will do, but the nice thing is we have two longbowmen in place to kind of defend Larsa for these off-board attacks that are just annoying. But we're slowly working with our chancellors, getting our discontent levels down. We're getting that all managed. Got resources, I think, mostly managed. Oh. We're going to have to do a few things here about protecting there. Okay. My chancellor is ill. New court soldier. I can get a ballista, which isn't bad. I'm really tempted to take barding here. Both as leader can add urban tile, multiple workers. I mean, both are good, but I think we'll make you like that. I think a scholar. Not great. Thankfully, your tactics. You mounted unit. We'll make you a naturalist. Let's do a little bit more cash. Again, we're trying to make an army run here. Can I get a better thing? No. That's we may have to retreat you instantly, but that's just the natural way of things. I think we'll slowly get them. Yeah. This is going to be a low productivity city. I'm going to put what I need to in here. Yeah, Larsa, it doesn't have room for much. Not necessarily going to get tons and tons. Let's go for another lumber mill right there. That's a little too much. Go there. And I think we're gonna come here and we'll do that nonsense. There we go. Nope. Let's put another lumber mill there. That's at least somewhat useful. Yes, we're gonna come do this here. We do want to put someone in there. Um, that much cash is hard to say no to. Let's just start working on stuff. There's that. That would improve the discontent if we put more Odeon stuff here. Actually, not a bad plan. Let's go ahead and throw that there. Let's go ahead and throw that down. It's a long time to do a longbowman. Might as well do an inquiry. Inquiry's at least interesting. Alright. Go. These elephants and these archers are scary. but not end of the world scary. You're getting macemen. To sustain large armies. Alright. Air do foil. Okay. Um, buy a pet monkey and everything is better. There we go. I think that's probably the best. Chancellor. How are the families doing? Alright, let's put you on the court. Um, okay. Ooh, yeah, Delver's good. Okay. And do that. There we go. Maceman is being worked on there, which should be able to handle that. Alright. Any generals that I can see? Not so much. Alright, let's see here. Pacify city. Pacify, pacify, pacify. Larsa. Let's pacify them. We are working on that. To instantly put an elder scribe there would be kind of nice. If I want to do a Sumerian archer, starts with splash. Oh, that's good. Oanger. There's a lot to do in this city. But more specifically, you can actually reasonably build. Actually, hold on. If I do that and stick you on a maceman, stick you on the Sumerian archer, because you as a family will be better about that. Um, all right, let's see. There's another range. More lumber. Oh, they're coming up that way. Moat. Okay. There we go. They are starting to split their forces. I just don't know what I necessarily do about this northern assault. Too much. I'm trying to go after the city. Alright. Okay. Yeah. New queen. Let's just grab that. Loyal. Oh well. Alright. That will be fine. That's a lot to move that way. Okay. Got a navy. Got something of an army. Let's go there. wouldn't necessarily keep doing things. Let's get that rancher. Okay. Let's do that. Claiming more land for Opus here. It's a hard. Even more. Okay. Starting to get short on food. Either way, lumber milling is just going to be a huge part of doing anything I want to do successfully. Let's go ahead and put a barracks there. Quarry there. Do that. Do that. Let's do that. You. Versus range units, given what's all around here. They're bringing in lots of ranged. Getting melee through here. But I'm building up mace. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. The things I want to see is if there's any way through this pass to them. So they're working on eliminating the Gauls, which is not a huge deal as far as I'm concerned. The Gauls, Vandals, I don't need them to exist. Now, barding is going to make life interesting. Going to need a lot more food to use cavalry. But if I start getting really strong cavalry, and I'm starting to run out of iron, I need to start churning this war machine. That's what I figured out. All right. View tech tree. The fact that I don't have metaphysics is kind of hilarious. But I got barding. That's huge. Metaphysics leads to cartography, to the crossbowmen, the chain drive. Okay. So, better siege equipment. Oenger is okay. You all have the crossbow. Alright, I'm close to cohorts. Scholarship would lead to jurisprudence. Which could get me the ability to store orders, insurrection, Court Scholar, build libraries. Quickly grabbing do I want to grab a quick um hmm. Vaulting is okay. The happiness boost. Iconography. That's once I have libraries. So I can get up to jurisprudence and then I have to stop. Scholarship will definitely get me the ability to get more technology as I will start to get libraries, which can be, I think, a huge amount and make up the difference. Because I'm going for cohorts next. I'm going for cohorts and then I want to start more than even that. Yeah, I want to get cohorts, get there, and military progress. Gets a new court soldier, gets a new court minister. Court? Yeah. So get all those. All right. Okay. Think we've got it now. Fairly well handled. You. Um, you've got that. I mean, I could try throwing one more maceman out. Not so sure how good that will work. Maybe a quick disciple? Family wise. Yeah, we can fort the Cassite. Let's see, who is in? I don't want a schemer. I want. Do that. We've got plenty of money. Let the princess govern that. All right. And done with hamlets for now. I guess we'll just start doing this to manage the culture in here better. Larsa does not have a good management system for it. Alright, so we've got a lot of food coming through here. I will authorize an Oanger out of there. Let's see. There's the route to you all. And we're not going to be able to put agents in these lower cities. Because we're not going to be able to enter their territory. It's fine. Their agents are their own for the time being. Once we do, I think I will do here to just have a kind of spy on what's coming through that pass. They are prepared in case. All right. Lumber mills. Again, I'm doing a lot of lumber mills to hold for the forestry. Okay. Food-wise, we're starting to slip into trouble. I may need to force a little more food. Let's see. And yeah, we're gonna force a bit more food there. I think we're just gonna have to keep working on food. There's gonna be no easy answer to that. And let's try for another range up there. Alright, well, that's at least one promotion. Ordered and ready. Let's do another level of bloodthirst. Because we're going to get ready to handle this problem. right as soon as we finish dealing with those. But that's where I think we're kind of there. We have another turn to clearing up the rebels and the invaders, and then I think we have to pop this war. Egypt, they can be furious with me. That's fine. But they've got a weak leader. We've got similar power. They're erudite, but with my longbowmen, I think I can put more damage on there. At least in the initial, we quickly want to take Eken. I don't know. This, I think we're gonna need to pull some stuff a little bit forward and then pull some other stuff through there. I think we're trying to do a quick kind of rush here to take Kasut. Ishukin I would like to get, but that's kind of, if I can control the north of the mountains and then kind of start pushing here on a Shook Ken, I just put some pressure here. That's what I'd like to do. I'd just like to have pressure over here so that they are kind of distracted. So we can kind of push on Eken, grab Eken. Once we do that, then it makes them them have a really hard time of pushing through because this is just going to be a nightmare of doing that. And so then I think once we do that, we kind of use this army to plug the gaps and stop pushing with it. This army, this whole massive thing, is to push them to a Ken, kind of want them to split their forces there, while we are actually doing a strike all the way up here, and we're really focused on taking out all their new holdings there. And possibly when we flip back around, obviously these cities are going to be producing, those cities are going to be producing. But we might be able to get this city in position to be crushed. If not, we'll need to get ready to get in position to, do a truce for 10 years, reset ourselves, and in that reset, be ready to take Lushan. Because once we have Lushan, I think that's going to be the easiest one to take because their navy is going to be a pain in the pain, and I just don't necessarily want to deal with it. But once we have Lushan, I mean, at that point, they don't have a really good option as far as containing us because Lushan can be a point to launch operations either into Wasat or into, pressure from the north into Shashotep. But I imagine from here we'll probably just try to do a push on Wasat, and that way we'll have kind of a full northern control and kind of do a block the line here, and then take Shashut, and then you kind of they should start collapsing at that point and just keep pushing on their cities down here. Eventually, they should, fall apart. But I think we're gonna take it all, because eventually then we'll, conquer these last two cities from the Vandals and the Gauls. Because I can't, just allow them to persist. It's going to be a total conquest game. It's just going to take a while. But I've got the kind of army in place to do it. The problem is when we kind of start trying to start pushing stuff through, it's going to be a real difficulty. Because then I need to move a bunch of units a bunch of times. And while I have enough orders now, it's, the upkeep on orders is just like, we're going to have to stop doing improvements because I'm just going to need all the orders to go into the war. But I think that's something we can do. And certainly my character is doing pretty well because of the high legitimacy. So, you know, we're getting things rolling. We've got a pious, you know, kind of thing. So we're pushing well. Babylon is cranking out, um, things. So I think we'll get there. But at this point, I want to say thank you very much for joining me and be seeing you.